Okay, so we are live. That is good. Where is my... I guess I don't really need it. This is fine. Okay, let's turn that up just a little bit. Cool. All right. Let's see. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and get things going, I think. It's, everything is pulled up, I think, so that's good. Main? There we go. That's a little off center. There we go. Okay, so I decided that we're gonna do the lesson again from yesterday because I feel like that makes the most sense to just keep kind of doing the lessons until we know we have it down. I guess we could put that on just a little bit, like just not really super loud. That's probably okay. Yeah, so we'll just start from there and just have fun with it. We're using Duolingo if anybody was curious, and don't worry about that, this is me doing my work. Where is it? There we go. Cool. Okay, so match the pairs. I'm trying to remember. I know that this one is ni because it has, I don't know why, I just think it looks like a ni. So
Ni.
And that is N-I, ni. And let's see, I want to say this one is E. So this one is E. It looks like an L with a dash kind of thing, like or backwards J. Yeah.
E.
And then the last one we have is Chi. Kind of looks like a C with H and I, but I don't know. I sometimes reach on what I see. But yeah, so Chi.
Ni.
So ni is 2. Because I believe ni is 2 and chi is, well, ichi is 1. Ichi is 1, I believe. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember. Ichi is 1, 2 is ni. And let's check. Awesome. We are doing great already. I'm just checking. Okay, so we're fine. I was just looking to see what happened on my phone. Okay, match the pairs. So we remember chi is the last one that we just did. So chi kind of looks like that little hook thing. Chi. Ni is the one that has this one, the eye kind of thing, like the tall bar with two bars next to it, like an equal sign.
Ni.
So ni. This one is ni. And we got E, which is I. And it looks like that backwards J kind of thing with the dash. And oh yeah, we should have probably got like something on screen so that we could actually draw it out. But I'll do that next time, I think, when I could get that set up.
E. Ichi.
Oh. So ichi is 1 because we already found out that 2 is ni. So ichi. Alright, so far we remember 1 and 2 and some of the characters. We're getting better with the characters, which is great. Doing good here, making some progress. 1 is, I'm trying to remember what 1 looks like. Ichi. So we're looking for an I sound, which is this character right here, the E. And then look, there's a C, the chi right here. So we have like that C-ish looking thing with an H on top kind of. So that would be ichi. And that's just going off the pronunciations that we just learned already. Just putting those two characters together. Because I don't think we haven't learned this one, or this one, or this one. So process of elimination, this is the only one we actually do know at this time. Alright, and we got that one right. So ichi. And we'll slow that down.
1
Ichi.
1
Ichi. So Ichi, we know that one. We just did it. It is the number 1, and it is this
Ichi.
character right here. These characters. We got the I and the Chi. So I is the J backwards and the dash, and then we got Chi, which is the C-ish looking thing right here with the hook. So Ichi.
1 1
Okay. 2. So we know 2 is ni. And ni is a single character. It's just one pronunciation right there. So ni.
2
And we know that also that this is ichi, 1. So process of elimination. This one would be ni. There we go.
2
Ni, which is 1. No, 2. And 2 looks like this. Well, the pronunciation at
Ni.
least. Ni.
2
And just to, yeah, it's basically just if you know how to say knee as in like your kneecap. It's the same pronunciation. Basically. Ni.
2
It's just a little bit more, I guess you'd say it more in your nose a little bit. Ni. Instead of like, as opposed to saying ni. It's more of a ni sound. And there we go. We are already doing pretty okay for the first hiragana. I think it's a hiragana. And we're only 35 points away from our daily goal. That is not bad. Okay. Yeah, we keep seeing this. Maybe I'll get it if this series goes well. After like a week or so, we'll see how it goes, and then maybe we'll get the plus version. But right now, it's not really necessary because we're just learning the basics.
さ
So, starting with the next lesson, sa. And that one is just basically an S and an A. So sa.
ささ
All right. Oh yeah, I don't know why that took forever, but okay. So sa, the character for that one, I want to say it is. So it's not this one because we know that one's ni, and this one is. Wait, no, this one's ni. No, yes, no, ni and I, and chi. So that's not correct, is it?
いさ
Oh, this is not. Oh, that's right, because she has the hook on the other section. It's confusing. So
い
we have
Ni.
ni,
Mm.
which is an N sound,
I.
I,
さ
and sa. So sa looks like this, almost kind of like an S in a way, like, but not really. I don't know really how to define that one. That one looks very similar to chi. So that one's sa. Cool. So match the pairs again. So the way I remember N, the N sound, it kind of looks like this one, which is basically looks like if N was thrown out of a window and it's just like stretching across. So we know that one. That one's N. And then we know I, which is this one, backwards J with the dash, and that's I. Chi is. Okay, this one is chi because it's a little bit more straight, like vertical. Yeah, vertical. It's more straight, perpendicular.
ち
And chi, and it's kind of like I is, straight up and down, or H, and it's reminiscence of that. And then sa, it's kind of close. It's really close to the shape, except it's flipped. It's inverted. And it's a little bit more tilted, which kind of like the S, where it kind of goes and does its own thing. So sa. And then we got yo, which the best way I remember this one so far is that the top looks like a Y, and then it curls down and makes an O with that little curl, and that's yo.
よ
So that's how we learn those pairs so far as at least for me, that's how I'm learning them. Select the correct characters for yo. So yeah, here's a close-up actually. So you can see it's like a Y and an O at the bottom. So yo.
よ
Yeah. And if I'm going too fast, you guys can write in the comments, chat, and just let me know, hey, slow down. Or if you want to rehear something, we can click on the audio. We can do that. we're learning together, and I think at the end of the month we'll try watching a anime with no subtitles or anything like that, just straight original audio, and we're gonna see just how much we can really take in from that and see what we get from it. I think that'll be really fun. So now we match the pairs again, and we're gonna go ahead and start with, let's go with this one. So we know that this one is backwards from chi, and it's a little bit more like a little bit of wavy shape, so we know this one is sa. Sa. And this one we know that is, what is this one again? Oh yeah, so this one's ni. And it kind of, if you look at it a little bit, it kind of looks like a little bit like a knee. You have like, you know, if you just put one line here, then you'll just have that little kneecap in the middle. But yeah, so ni. Yo, we are looking for that Y shape with a curl with an O at the bottom. So it's a yo sound. N looks like it's gotten thrown out the window, so it's like all stretched out. We got that N sound, which is like a n. Not like a n, but like a n, just a straight N. There's no other vowels or anything. It's just n. And then we got chi. Chi looks like it has a backward C with an H or a T on top, or an I if you're looking at the perpendicularness of it, how it's straight up and down, vertical almost. So that's chi. How I remember it, at least, as opposed to sa, which is a little bit more curved. Well, yeah, a little bit more slanted. Chi. Okay, the correct characters for N. So again, thrown out the window and stretched out. That's the best way I could think of it, because it looks like literally like the tails are just like coming off of it. So N.
Young.
Yong. So we remember Yong from yesterday. If you were not here, we're looking at the Y right here and the O. Stop it, we're talking. And then an N right here. Lady, I will fight you. Anyway, so we got the Y, and it curls out into an O. So Y-O, yo. And then we got the N sound, the N. So yon. Yon. And that is the number 4? I believe it's number 4. Yon. Yes, it is. Look at that. We are remembering things. So we have to write this in Japanese, which is 4. We just did that one, so we know that the first character is yo. Y-O, yo. And the last sound is an n sound, so we go with the N. Yon.
Yom.
So just yon. We'll try it again.
Yom.
Yon. And it's just like very, a lot of this seems a little bit more upper in the like nose register as far as where you're kind of saying these words, yon. And that's just something kind of to get used to if you don't have a naturally nasally voice, or if you haven't practiced with that, just to get that pronunciation down. It's just all up here. It's in the facial mask of your where you speak.
San.
So san. We are looking again at the SA, sa, and that's that character right there. Stop talking, you bear. So san, we have that character going right there. Hi. And we have the N that looks like it was thrown out the window. So san. And that one is 3, because we just did 4, so we know it's 3. And then we got 3 that we have to write in Japanese, which is, I actually like how repetitive this is. It seems kind of just like daunting, where it's just, you know, like, oh, I just did this. But at the same time, you kind of need it drilled into your head and use this association. You get the English, and then you get the Japanese, and you get the pronunciation, and you get the characters. It's really good practice to be able to learn a language. So 3, we know that this one is sa and n, san. We get that pronunciation right there. I don't think we've learned that. Oh yeah, we did learn that character. That is that's yo. So that's yon. So san and yon. So
San.
we'll go san, because we know that's 3.
San.
And again, san again, and we'll listen to it a little bit slower.
San.
San, right there. See how it's a little bit more in your facial mask.
San.
San. It's a little bit more, of course it's nasally, but you lean on that N a little bit more.
San.
Okay, so yes, again, we have the slanted with the kind of like a little bit more wavy kind of feel, a little bit more free. And then you have the N that's stretched out, so san.
3、
And that is
4、
correct. So yon. Yon is, again, we have that Y with the O, yon, and the N that's been thrown out the window. Let's listen to that a little bit slower.
4、
Yon. And do you guys remember what yon is? Yes, so I'm going to pretend that you said it to me, and yes, it's 4. It's 4. Yon is 4. San is 3. And if I remember, so we have ichi, 1, ni, 2, san, 3, and yon, 4. So far we're up to 4 numbers again. This is good.
4、
So we'll go and check that work. Awesome. That was a good lesson. I actually really appreciated that one. It kind of refreshed that because I didn't really remember like 20 minutes after yesterday's lesson, which is terrible. But if you don't practice it, you're never gonna learn it. I'm gonna pull up my thing real quick, make sure everything is going there. How are you guys doing, by the way? You guys having a good morning? It's morning for me, at least. I don't know about everybody else. Okay, so let's go ahead and start again. So ku. We remember ku as the one that has a K, and my mouth is dry. One sec. Well, throat is dry. It's important to hydrate. So ku. We have that K looking. It's kind of like was that like a greater than symbol or less than? It's that one.
Ku.
Ku. And it's very strong on that stop. Ku. So it's almost like if you're in America, we have this thing where we don't really say T's that often with a lot of the things. I don't know how common that is, but it's kind of like adding a T at the end, like ku. You have that really harsh stop. Ku. And that's K. It looks like, the part of the K that spikes out, which is really cool and dangerous sometimes, letters. Who doesn't love them? So matching the pairs again, we know that this one from the last lesson is ni. And there's not really a best way to describe that one, except if you're thinking it in, I guess, like numbers. Then you have 2 right here, 2 little two little slants. That's the best I can really think of. Otherwise, it doesn't really look like ni to me, but it is ni.
2、
And we have this one that we just worked on, ku.
く、
Ku, which is that K looking thing, and we'll match that with KU, ku. And we also have yo. I'm just going with the ones that we do know right now, right off the bat. Yo is that Y, and it has kind of like a tail with an O in it. So
Yo.
yo. And I remember this one because it's super hard for me to pronounce. It's like, I know it's R-O, but the R's are a little bit different than I'm used to. So it's like a,
お、
oh, it's like a soft R, ruh. Like, it's hard, but we have it. Ruh. It's weird. Anyways, and then this one is na.
な、
Nah. It's still like up in that nasally, that facial mask, nah. And that would be all for these pairs. And we just did nah. So nah is, I want to say it's this one, right? Yeah, because it kind of looks like there's an A down there. And I'm literally just trying to push pictures into these so that I can kind of associate them. So if I can kind of see the characters inside of them in some weird way, that helps me remember.
な、
And so that one's nah. And whichever way you guys remember, that's fine too. Just that's the way that helps me. If it helps you, that's great. If not, I'm still gonna do it because it helps me. Matching the pairs again. We got the N that's been thrown out of the window. It makes an N sound. N. And we got the K. That's that little less than greater than symbol type thing. That's the K character, and that's a K.
く、
We get that ku sound. And if I remember correct, this one is I because we got that backwards J with a dash. I. Okay, and then we have that hard, well, that really soft R with an O that makes a
Oh.
sound. Ro. It's kind of like almost like pushing an L in the back of your throat, like ro. It's a little different. It's definitely like an R sound, but it's like a little bit mixed with an L, if that makes sense. Like a but like a ro. It's weird. But then you got na. We just did that character. Na.
Na.
And next lesson. So again with the ro. That's so hard. Ro. It feels weird saying it. It's almost feeling like you're like, because I'm not used to pronunciation, it feels almost like I'm slurring my words. It's a different muscle feeling.
Oh.
Ro. Yeah, that's basically it. We're gonna say that's it. Cause it's not like a row. It's ro. That's close enough.
Nana.
Nana. Nana, I remember because there was a person on stream yesterday who kind of like just put it in chat saying that Nana is 7, and I believe they said because there's something family member was named Nana, something, which is 7. Nana. And we'll hear that one more time.
Nana.
It's kind of like, yeah, it's just a little repetitive character, which is good for us. Something that, you know, repetition helps, especially when it's consistent and it's consecutive. So Nana, we know that is 7, and it has the same amount of syllables anyway. So it's Nana, 7, which is great. That helps us kind of associate together. And we're gonna write this in Japanese, which is 6. 6 is, I remember it's roku.
Roku.
So roku. And I got corrected on that in Minecraft last night, that I was saying it wrong, which I knew I was, but it's hard to hear sometimes. I've never heard these kind of pronunciations like very commonly. So roku is the correct way. I was putting an N in it, and that was wrong. But seeing the characters actually separated out really does help me kind of get that pronunciation. You get roku instead of, you know, I think I said like noku, but which is totally wrong. Disregard that. It's roku. And then you got nana down here, which is 7. So we don't need to worry about that. It's just 6. Roku.
Roku.
And again, roku is 6, because we know 7 is nana. Roku is 6. So we write this in Japanese, 7. So we know 7 is a repetitive character pronunciation, and so we're gonna say nana, like nana. Wait, nana. Nana. Yeah. And we know that character is down here, N-A, N-A, nana. And
Nana.
there we go. We have 7. Let's confirm our work. There we go.
Nana.
We got it. So nana.
Nana.
And we'll listen to it a little bit slower just so we can get that pronunciation a little bit more on point.
Nana.
It's so weird when they change the inflections for that. But nana.
Nana.
And we know those characters are repetitive, but we don't want to rely on that too much because there's bound to be other kind of words and characters that are repeated. So what we want to do is kind of look at the character. This is what it looks like, and it kind of has like that A down here, and it's like got this T on top, and we have to remember that is nana.
Nana.
And there we go.
Roku.
So roku is 6, and we know that one is the 3. That's how I kind of remember it. It's like a 3 for roku, kind of in there, right there. I don't know why I can associate with that with roku, but like R O ro, but maybe because this is kind of like an O down here, and this looks like a cursive R. So like roku, and then we got that ku right here with the K.
Roku.
Yeah. And we'll listen to it a little bit slower just so we can get that pronunciation a little bit better.
Roku. Roku.
So yeah, it's like a
Roku.
do. I can't get that. I'm gonna have to really like take some time and really think on that to get that ro better. because that's hard for me. I don't know if that's hard for you guys, but it's kind of hard for me. So
6
roku,
6
roku. See, what is that? What is? Hold on.
6
It almost sounds like an N to me. That's the hard part, but it's not. It's not supposed to be. So we'll move on in for now. Okay, we have finished that goal. Now we are gonna go ahead and I think we still have, yeah, we have 2 more lessons in this one. We'll probably get to Hiragana 2 by today. Again, like, yeah, we'll do that. And I don't know, we might do this again tomorrow, just so we can really solidify these into our brains. I think it's helping. I don't know if it's helping you guys, but we do have time to just keep doing these things. We do for about an hour a day, starting at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So yeah, we'll keep going until it kind of sticks, because I think it's gonna be really fun to watch that anime in the original language without subtitles, and just getting a feel for how it's used, you know. So characters for O. I don't really remember. I want to say it's this one just because, yes.
は
Nope, it's not. So that means by process of elimination, since we know this one, that one is E, and this one is Ro. So this one is O.
はお
O. Oh, it's a little bit more of a deeper tone, like O. Less ah and more O. So just straight O. What is a word that kind of has that in it? Coal. So yeah, you still use that same pronunciation. Oh. Cool. So that one, it's gonna be hard to kind of remember that one. It kind of looks like an O right here, maybe another O, and we know that's kind of like an O sound. I think we're just gonna have to start practice writing these, and maybe we'll do that tomorrow. I'll hook it up digitally that I can have somewhere for us to write and somewhere for us to see this. Match the pairs. So we know this one, that's 3 kind of looking thing, and it looks like Ro. Well, it doesn't look like Ro, it is Ro, but it has an O right here, maybe like a cursive R up here. Ro. And we just learned this one. This one's that O sound. O. Because the 2 O's and maybe like an H on top. Like O. I don't know. We're just trying. We're trying here. O. Ni. So we know that one's right here. Ni. Because we know it's 2 and 2 is on the side of it. So that's how we know.
に
And N got thrown out the window. Makes an N sound. N. And then we got U. I don't know who's been here since yesterday, but U, it looks like an upside down U with a dash on the thing, which is kind of helpful because sometimes you know how numbers have those little orientation dashes, so we know to flip it, and we know it's this. Yeah, it's a very short sound. It's a very short vowel. And we match the pairs again, so we need. Oh wait, we already did that, matching the pairs. Now we need to find the character for. Which is that upside down U. Well, it's like slanted. It's like someone threw it on its side. It's like a cup that fell over. Ooh. So matching the pairs again. We are looking for. Let's start with. We'll start from the beginning. So na. We know na is part of 7. Of course, it's just just a character. So na. We know that kind of repetitive thing that we were looking at earlier had this character in it. I believe. Yes, it did. Because we have an A down here, basically, kind of. And probably an N in there somewhere. I don't know. But na. So we got that pronunciation down. Kind of. And O. O. So we're looking for that O character. And that one's right here. We just did that one. It has like that 2 circles on the bottom. O. Now this one is ni. Ni, because we know it's 2, and it has those 2 lines on the side. Ni.
に
And we're back to the U sound. The U. And that is the U that is upside down. U. And then we're back to that 3, which is like kind of like a O at the bottom with a cursive R on top. I'm just throwing different kinds of ways that you could kind of see this, whichever way helps you, if that does help you. Again, these are characters. They're kind of like little pictures. They have to be done in a certain way for, to be read. So the best way that I do is, since I draw a lot, I kind of use those as reference points on what things are kind of supposed to look like. So we have this
Oh.
sound. It's very, it feels, for me, it's kind of throaty, and where I would position it for the way I speak it. Very in the back of my throat. I round out my soft palate for it, just to get that pronunciation a little bit more.
はい
So we have hai.
はい
And if you guys remember, I told a story yesterday about when I went to Benihana's. There was a Mexican guy, really nice guy, pretending to be Japanese, which I don't know why that's a thing there. But he told me that "hai" is yes in Japanese, which is really cool that it applies here today.
はい
So "hai," which is yes. All right. So now we know yes is "hai." And I don't remember the character for that one, but I do know that what we do need is we need an I sound in the background, like an I character. I want to say it's this
は
one.
い
Yes, it is. So that would be an H and an A right there, I'm assuming. Height. Yeah, that makes sense, right? Probably. They don't teach us a lot of the characters right off the bat. It's like you kind of have to just go through it and guess.
おはよう
So Ohayo is good. Well, Ohayo is morning.
おはよ
And the way that we learned that yesterday is just by guessing. But we do have some of
Ohayo.
the characters that we know inside of here. We have, right there, we have that Y shape towards the end, the third character down. We have that Y-O, yo. And then that sound at the end. It is dry today, huh? Okay, so also notice in the beginning we have that O sound. Ohayo.
うおはよ
It's very brought out in the end. Ohayo. I wonder if it's supposed to be, or if that's just like how the generated speech is doing it.
うおはよ
But it is there. Ohayo. So that is morning. So Ohayo. Okay. So the correct solution actually would have been good morning, and but it is basically just morning. Good morning, Ohayo. I'm assuming it's kind of just like in English, like where you can just kind of back and forth on it, like good morning or morning. Yeah. So good morning, Ohayo. And we remember it's kind of a longer word, but we're trying to look not for the length, we're looking for the characters that we know and how to pronounce it. So we have that one right there, which is the O. Well, it's like a oo. O. Yeah, O. So it's that O sound. And then we have that hai, yo, u. So ohai, yo, u. So ohayo is good
お
morning.
はよ
Ohayo. And again, if you guys can follow along with the pronunciation so that we could get this down really good. Maybe we could even open up like a Discord chat and we could just practice, bounce back back and forth, having just like some dialogue. We could do that maybe later sometime. Obviously, we don't have enough to do anything. I think the most we could do is say good morning and say a bunch of numbers. Not even a lot of different numbers. We'd just be saying like up to like 7, I think. Did we ever learn 5? I don't think we learned 5. That's weird.
はい
So, height. We're looking for that H. I want to say it's an HA sound because that's just kind of what it sounds like. But height.
はい
Hai, which is it's yes in Japanese, and we're looking for that last vowel, which is like that I sound, which is right here.
はい
And again,
はい
hai and
Hai.
hai for a little bit slower. All
お
right.
はよ
So ohayo, that is good morning, and we are looking again for that o hai yo u. Ohayo u. So ohayo.
うおはようおはよう
I love how slow that one just jumps all the way up. It's almost like a question. Ohayo. It's like good morning. Why are you still here? You know,
おはよ
Maybe that's just me. All right. I don't know what these lingots are, but we keep earning them, and I'm proud that we are earning them. We are still not gonna double those because we don't want to do that right now. Okay, so let's see. It's 11:43, so we do have time for. We probably won't get through all of it today. We probably could. I mean, I don't know. We probably should. We should at least get through. How many do we have here? Okay, so we have 2 lessons left in this one from yesterday. So we'll finish this one, and we'll do the 2 more lessons here. And then we'll restart it again tomorrow. Maybe, I don't know if we want to increase the time on this. Maybe we'll just leave it kind of open-ended so we can just do 2 lessons a day, basically. So 1 and 2, and then eventually we'll get to 3 and 4. And then we'll get to greetings, the katakana, the intro, and katakana 2. We'll get through all that, and once we get through that, I'm sure we could get through all this. This might take us a while to get through these kind of things. I'm assuming this first month, like this first 30 days, we'll get through this pretty well, and then we'll have another month where we'll get through this one. Yeah, I'd really like to keep doing this with you guys if this is something that we want to do. Maybe if we do increase the time, we could probably get a little bit more done. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how well we get through all this. Okay, so she. We're looking for she. And I'm trying to remember what that symbol is. I want to say it's... Nope, it's this one. It is this one.
Ka.
No, it is not that one.
Oh.
It's this one? No, it's...
She.
She. I forget because it's like, it's such a simple character for she. So she is like that backward... Well, it's like it's basically an L. She. I keep on forgetting that one.
Oh.
So,
She.
she. Perfect. So now we match the pairs. We'll start with the first one that we just learned. She. Which
She.
is L. She. I guess we should not call it L, but we know what it looks like. Don't call it L because then we're going to get confused. It's she. And then we have...
Ka.
Ka. Kind of looks like a K and an A all meshed together. Ka. And then we have E.
I.
E. It's an I sound. E. What is this one again?
Ah.
Ah. Really complicated for an ah sound, but it's okay. So ah. And then we have the U. We know that that one's an upside down U with the dash on, like it's knocked over U. Oof. So we get that ooh sound. Very short, very abrupt. But ooh. Perfect. So now we select the correct characters for ka. So ka. And remember that one kind of looks like a K and an A got together and they just like merged, you know, like just formed and fusioned all together. And we get that ka sound. And yeah, so the way I'm seeing that K is kind of like right there. And then the A is kind of like right there mixed all together. Ka. Not to get confused with ku, which is K-U. Ku. We're looking for ka.
Ka.
Alright, matching the pairs here. So we have, let's go to the first one that we know is ka.
Ka.
We just did that one, ka. K-A. And then we know this one, which is literally just a U that's been hit over. Like, we can think of that little line on top as a bat, and someone just took a bat and hit U on the side of the head. So now U is flipped on its head. So it's oof. And then we got that 3 looking thing, the one with the O and the cursive R on top. Ruh.
Oh.
Ruh. That's so hard. What you doing? Buddy? What are you chewing on? Can you not chew on things? Don't chew on that. Thank you. He's chewing on my stuff. Hey. Can I see it? Can you bring it to me? Drop it. Drop it. Thank you. You're lucky that I don't need this, but I just don't want you thinking that you could just chew on things. You have bones. So, we'll get back to Hi. And then we have this one that's kind of like a really complicated A. Ah. So, ah. And she. since that's the last one we have right here, it's like a hook. She.
し、
She. And if you're having trouble with that pronunciation, just think of it like she, as in like the pronoun she or her kind of thing. Like just she. A little bit more abrupt at the end. She. And a little bit more E sound. She. Select the correct character for A. The complicated A.
Ah.
Ah. There we go. We got the ah sound.
赤、
So aka. So I remember this one from yesterday. Aka is, I want to say red. Aka. And let's give that a shot. Yep. Aka is red. So blue. I want to say blue was, what was blue?
青、
Oh yeah, it was that ow sound. So we have that O in the beginning, and whatever that symbol is, I don't remember. What is that one? Does anybody know? Oh wait, that's an A and an O. So ow. So that makes sense. Because we have that A right here in the front, and then we have the two O thing, so we get that ow sound. Ow.
青、
That's blue.
青、
Ow. And we remember just from doing that just right now, that one is blue. So now we have white. White. So if you were in the class yesterday, I wouldn't consider this a class. I don't know what I'm doing. We're just all learning this together. But so white. I remember that there was a sheet in the front of it. So
白い、
shiroi. Shiroi. So shiroi. And that has the shi ro I at the end. So we have the character first that is shi, and then we go to the ro. And that's that three looking thing, and then we have I. So shiroi. And we'll listen to that one more time.
白い、
Shiroi.
白、
Shiro. So when I hear this, I hear shi and ro.
白、
So shiro, we're looking for shi, which is that hook, and ro.
白、
So shiro. Shiro. Okay, he's chewing on his bone now.
白、
Shiro. And that's pretty close to white. Shiroi. So shiroi, which is just adding another character. We'd add those little dashes right there that that mean I, which is I. Shiroi. And then we have red. Red is it aka?
赤、
Yeah, it's aka. So aka is red. We have that A in the beginning, A, so a, and then that ka sound, which is ka. So aka. Not too much going on there. It's kind of just straightforward. Aka. It's just two syllables. Aka, as opposed to just red. But aka.
青、
So ow. That's that A sound in the beginning and the O. So ow. And that is right here. We have that A right here, and then we're looking for that O. So ow.
青、
And we'll listen to it a little slower.
青、
Ow. Sorry, I'm just making sure.
Ow.
Ow. So ow. Almost like owl, but don't even listen to me. I'm just thinking of things. So,
Owl.
Owl.
青、
Okay, so owl. Again, that's A sound, so ah, and then o. Owl.
赤、
So ow. And then aka. So we're looking for that A sound, ah, and that ka sound, so ka. So A, we have it right here. The A in the front, and then ka. So ka.
赤、
And it's distinctive. Ka. It's the same A sound too for both of them, which is really helpful for us to remember. So we just remember red is aka. Aka.
赤、赤、
So aka is red. And
Aka.
perfect. We're doing great here. All right, we're already at 75 experience points. That is awesome. And we are now level 2. That is great. We'll get harder learning content, which is awesome because I don't know if we need it right now, but we have it. I don't really want the harder content yet. Wow, were we supposed to do that, do you think? Were we supposed to keep doing this until we got it right over and over and just kept going? Well, it's too late now. We've already started. So we're going to finish the last hiragana 2 because we only had 2 left. So we'll do those last 2 lessons and then we'll call it for today. And then if you guys want to come back tomorrow, we'll do it again. We'll do the hiragana 1 again. I guess it's going to be a little bit harder, and then we'll do hiragana 2 as much as we can if we can fit it in. Alright, let's start. So if we remember back, we have to think which one of these is dirty. So obviously alcohol is not necessarily dirty. Vegetables are not necessarily dirty, but this looks like it's kind of dirty in here. So let's take a look at those symbols real quick, those little characters. I almost don't remember all of them. I want to say that this is chi, and then I only remember the last one. So we'll take a look.
汚い
Yeah, we're gonna have to look at that one a little bit deeper, I think.
甘い
So
甘い
amai, I want to say that one is sweet. We haven't learned this one. I think we jumped the gun on Kirigana 2. Probably should have stuck with Kirigana 1, but they didn't give us instructions, so we're just going by the seat of our pants here. And it's sweet. Let's hear that again.
甘い
So amai,
欲しい
hoshi. So hoshi, we know it's not sweet and we know it's not dirty because we just heard those 2 and it doesn't sound like hamai.
Hoshi.
Hoshi. So hoshi. Oh, it has.
欲しい
So we know this one. We have. Well, we don't know the first
Hoshi,
one, but I'm
hoshi.
assuming it's a ho sound. But we know that
Hoshi.
one, that little L right there. Shut up, man. We have that L going right there. That L. Well, that hook. And we have shi, and then we have E at
Hoshi.
the end. E. So hoshi. It's a little bit stronger at the end for that E sound. So hoshi. And I want to say that's want. That is want.
甘い
So amai. Let's just do that slower because we don't really know those pronunciations just yet. I want to say it's going to be that one, but we'll take a look.
甘い
So amai. So we know that the first one is a. That is that A character. And we know the middle one is ma. We don't know that one, but we can look at the next one, which is E. And we know that E. So by process of elimination, we know we need an A sound, and none of these have that A sound in them. There's no A sound. So we'll probably go with this one, but let's take a look. We also need that E sound, which all of them carry that E sound at the end. They have that I at the end. So we're looking for that character. The little J and a slash. So I. So E. So A, ma, E.
甘い
And then we'll listen a little bit faster.
甘い
Amai. And so by default, we have to go with this one.
甘い
We don't know that character, but now we know that it's kind of like that ma sound. Ma. And now we match the characters. Yeah, I think we did like skip some things. So maybe we'll stick with Hiragana 1 until we fully understand Hiragana 1. So we'll just finish this up for today just because we're already here. And we are learning some of this stuff. So, ho. We need
ほ
this character. So this is the character that we didn't know. Ho. And if you kind of turn it like this way, you can see that's kind of like an H on the top and an O. So ho. So that's kind of cool. Ho. That's how I'm going to remember it at least. Now, we need something that says ta. So ta.
む
That's not ta.
て
That's te. So let's get te anyways because it's like right there.
Te.
So te.
た
Ta. So ta is right next to te. So it already has a T and it kind of looks like that could be a space for an A. So ta. So ta. Ta and te. And we have this one which is
mu
m. And we remember this one by somehow I thought it looked like a cow, the character. I don't know how I thought that, but that's what we're going with. It's a cow. Ma. Wait, no, mu. Mu. It's like a really strong, like, stop there. Mu. And we have that ma sound.
ま
Ma. So kind of like an M-ish here if you're squinting your eyes and closing them and something, and then we got that like kind of like an A at the bottom. So ma.
汚い
Okay, so let's listen to that real quick. Let's look at these symbols here.
汚い
What is that first
汚
one?
汚い汚い
That's hard. So I know the second character is ta, and then it kind of loses me till the end. I want to say that this one is that S-A? No, that's not right,
汚い
Shitanai. Okay, but we do know that that's dirty. So that's dirty. But we're going to have to really, we might have to redo some of these lessons. Because this is like, I feel like we did skip too much. And that's okay, but we're learning. So match the pairs again. We have this one,
ま
which is ma. We got ya, which is kind of this one. It looks like a Y on top.
や
Kind of like yo, but this one's ya. But yeah, we're looking for that Y-ish looking shape on top. Yeah. And we just did this one, so this one's ta.
た
And this one is ho. We know that because it kind of looks like a H and an O right there. Ho.
ほ
And then we got this new kind of character that we've been looking at. It's kind of like ro, but it's ru. And it's like that 3, but it looks like kind of
Ru.
like it got deformed at the bottom. Like someone took a lighter and it just melted the bottom and it curled up. Ru. There we go. We've earned 90 XP today already. That is awesome. So we got one more lesson and then we're going to call it for today. Let's see here. I know we got a little bit of a late start today. That is my fault. I do apologize.
さようなら
Okay, we have not learned this one.
さようなら
Sayonara is, I want to say it's goodbye, because it just seems like there's too many characters for it not to be. And it
こんに
is.
ちは
Konnichiwa. So that one's kind of a common phrasing that a lot of people say. It's like just very common, even though it's like not English. It's just thrown around a lot. It's like that go-to, like konnichiwa. And so we actually can
Konnichiwa.
take a look at these symbols here. So the first one, I'm assuming is like a ko sound. Ko. K-O. And then we got that familiar N sound that we have right there. N. And we have that ni sound. So we already have a kon, ni, chi, which is that little slant. Well, this one's is a little bit more perpendicular. We got that vertical strong line, chi. And then I'm assuming the last one's wa. We don't know that character yet. Konnichiwa.
こんにちは
So konnichiwa. That is hi.
私
Watashi. I want to say that's goodbye still as well.
私
We have
私
that sound right there. What is that? Ta. So that's ta and shi at the end. We still don't know that character,
Watashi.
but I think it's safe to say it's like that W-A sound. Wa. So watashi. Watashi. Which is goodbye, I'm assuming? No, it is not. It is I. Is it I? Oh, I guess it's I, guys. I am so sorry. So watashi is I. That's a lot of syllables for just I. Watashi. And I'm assuming that means in like kind of more like I am this or like it is I. Watashi, like watashi is more like not so much the letter, I'm assuming. But I could be totally wrong. It could be totally wrong. We haven't really learned our alphabet. So matching the pairs, we have that ko sound,
こ
which is right here, ko. And ra, I'm assuming, I want to say
ら
it's right here. Yeah, it kind of has like that still kind of looking like ro, ru. So it's ra. And what is this character?
Wa.
So wa. We are correct. So that one was wa. And then this one has a Y on top with kind of like an A that got mashed in. So ya.
や
And this is that other sound that we were looking for. Ke.
け
There we go.
私
So watashi. Let's listen to that a little bit closer. Let's see what kind of vowels are in there. What kind of characters. What kind of pronunciation we're looking for.
私
So watashi. So we're only looking for 3 characters basically. And we're looking for wa, ta, and shi. So we have it actually right here. This is that new character that we're looking at. It's honestly, I don't know how to really define it, but it's that wa sound. And then we got ta, which looks like a T and kind of like a space for an A, and shi, which is that hook. So watashi.
私
So
私
watashi. Watashi. Wait.
私
Yeah, watashi. Watashi. There we go.
私
So
Watashi.
watashi. There we go. And so let's click on
Watashi.
that one and we'll confirm our work. Okay, match the pairs. So we're looking for wa, and that one would be right here.
わ
Wa. And I only just picked that one out because it was that weird symbol that we're looking at, wa. And we're looking for ket. So where's ket? We know that ket kind of is like kind of this symbol. It's like it's an equal sign. Ket.
こ
Oh, I was wrong. I'm so wrong. I'm so sorry.
け
This is ket. I'm sorry. So ket is this symbol. It looks like an I and a T. Ket. Oh, that's right. We learned that yesterday. How did I not remember? No is, I remember, is like that N with an O inside of it. So no.
の
And ra is that similar to ru as far as the way that it's shaped. Kind of looks like a number. This one looks more like a 5, but it still has like that 3-ish look. So ra.
ra
Ra. That's so hard to pronounce, an R. And then we have ko,
こ
which is the equal sign. Ko. Here we go. There we go.
私
So watashi, and we remember watashi. It's a little misleading, at least to me. It sounds like it's gonna be a bigger word, but it's not. It's I, watashi. So, and we'll separate that watashi. So watashi, and it'd be right here. And again,
私
there we go. All right. I think that is the end of this lesson if it actually loads. We earned 103 XP today total. We are now on level 1 for Hiragana 2. So not a huge deal because we don't really want to be at that level right now. We want to go back to the first one and really get that one down, I think. Or I don't know if it actually matters. Those look like it doesn't matter too much. I think what matters is just getting these down on, just getting these pat down, you know. But if you guys like this series, please consider following on Twitch, Danny Disaster, or if you're on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell if you want to be notified. We do this at 11 a.m. every day right now until we figure out a better schedule. That's just the schedule that seems to be working as of the start of yesterday. I also stream games at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on, oh no, check my schedule on Twitch because it's going to change. So don't rely on it. Just hit the bell, follow me, get notifications, check your email, do all that. I'm also on Facebook Gaming, Danny Disaster. Thank you guys so much for coming. I will see you guys later. Actually later today at 6 p.m. because I am streaming today a video game. I don't know which one, but we're going to have fun. So I'll see you there. Thank you. And I don't know how to say goodbye, so we'll just say konnichiwa.